Today we're going to be focusing on an active rest day. We're going to be doing this by focusing on yoga and mindful breathing. So before we get going, I want you to know that Vinyasa Yoga, which we're going to be practicing today, focuses on flow of the body. So we're going to be actively resting by flowing our body through our yoga poses. I want you to join me at the top of your mat and follow along as we go. All right, so the first thing that we're gonna do today is to get our body nice and warm. I want you to reach up as high as your hands will allow, and then allow those hands to fall right back down. And let's do that one more time. Reach up and come back down. When you're feeling comfortable, I want you to put those hands up one last time and bend right at your hips so that you can touch your toes. Nice and forward down. When you're ready, I want you to walk those hands forward, keeping your knees straight and your feet on the floor. Your head should be right between your shoulders. This is our downward dog. We'll stay like this for just a few moments. And then I'm gonna have us walk those hands right back. And we're gonna come to standing one more time. Awesome job. All right, I want you to lift those hands up and bring them back down. All right, we're gonna walk back down into downward dog, so bring those hands up and bend at those hips and walk into downward dog. Awesome job. Make sure your head stays between your shoulders. And when you're ready, I want you to push forward. We're gonna go into a plank position. In your plank position, your shoulders should be parallel with your wrists, and you're gonna hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can drop your knees, put your feet back out, and we're gonna go down, bending those elbows so that our hands are right next to our face. To relax that back, after we did such a long pose, I want us to push up into Cobra. Awesome job. You can lean your head back if you want a little bit more stretch, or you can just face forward. When you're ready, I want you to lean back down, put those toes straight to the ground, and push back up into that plank pose. We're gonna hold it for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This time I want you to bend your knees and sit down on the backs of your feet. Wonderful job. I'm gonna have you walk those hands forward. Your chest should touch your knees, and you can lie your head on your mat. This is known as child's pose, and it's a great stretch after some hard poses. Take a nice deep breath here, in through your nose, and out through your mouth. When you're ready, I want you to walk those hands back in, and you're gonna stand just like this. We're gonna do some cat-cow poses. So generally when a cat arches its back, it goes up, and then we're gonna go like a cow. Make sure when you're in the cow pose, your head is facing up, back into cat, and into cow. We'll do this one more time. Into cat, and into cow. Wonderful job. All right, I'm gonna have you even out your back, and we're gonna walk back into that Cobra pose. So that means your hands are right by your face when we're all the way on our mat, and you push off. And when you're ready, I want you to bring that body back together, and we're gonna go back into our plank pose. We're gonna hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. When you're ready, I want you to bring those feet forward so that we can transition back into downward dog. Remember to keep your feet planted and your knees straight. When you're ready, I want you to walk those hands back up and come back to that standing position. Great job. We're gonna take a deep breath in and breathe out. I want you to come to the center of your mat, and you're gonna sit down. Put your legs straight in front of you, just kind of like you're in this seated position. What I want you to do from here is you're going to put one leg over, put your hand from the leg that's crossing behind you, and take that opposite hand and twist. And we'll hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You'll bring that hand back over and uncross your legs and cross the other one. Cross that arm over and put it in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, we'll uncross. Now I want you to keep your knees bent like so, and you're going to lay down on your back with your knees bent. We're going to be doing something called a supported bridge. So what I want you to do here is we're just going to lift with our hips so that our body forms a perfect angle from our knees all the way to our shoulders on the ground. So when I say go, we're gonna lift those hips and hold for 5 seconds. Ready? Lift. We're gonna hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'll have you relax. You should really feel this motion in your glutes. This is great for that active recovery as it keeps you nice and engaged, but also allowing your body to rest. Let's do that one more time and lift up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job, you can relax. When you're ready, I'd like you to sit up and join me in a crisscross applesauce position. We've reached about halfway through, so we're gonna take a little break and do some mindful breathing. Mindful breathing can be a really relaxing place to come in the middle of your vinyasa yoga workout. It allows you to relax and take a moment for yourself. So I'm gonna count, and I want you to breathe in through your nose for 3, and breathe out through your mouth for 3. When you're ready, join with me. Number 1, let's breathe in through our nose, and out through our mouth. I'll count these next ones. In through your nose for 1, 2, 3. Out through your mouth for 1, 2, 3. Now that I've taught you some mindful breathing, let's take a moment to practice on our own, and I will be right back with you. I hope that your mindful breathing went really well and you're feeling rested and ready for the second half of our active rest day. What I want you to do is join me at the top of your mat, just like when we started. We're gonna come and take those breaths in, lifting our arms up nice and high, and bring those arms back down. I'm gonna have us walk down into our plank position as we were in before. So if you want, you can put your hands up, bend at those hips, and walk forward into plank position. We're gonna stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to take your right leg and you're gonna shoot it forward so that it's parallel with your hands. So your chest should be resting on your knee. We're gonna do some lunge stretches. We're gonna hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I want you to put that foot back and switch. Put your left foot forward. Again, your chest should be resting on your knee. And those arms should be straight up and down so that you're not leaning too far forward. And we'll hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put that leg back. I'm gonna have us bend our knees, sit down on those feet, and we're gonna relax into child's pose one more time. So those hands go forward and your head goes down. This is so good to stretch out those back muscles. We'll hold it for a few more seconds, and then I want you to walk those hands back and we're gonna go into downward dog. So this is where our feet will remain flat, our knees will be straight. We'll walk our hands forward, forming that triangle. Awesome job. When you're ready, I want you to walk those hands forward or backwards and come into a standing position. I want us to come right to the center of our mat, facing forward. We're gonna do a couple different things. First, let's re-regulate our breathing. When we breathe in, our arms will go up, so, and breathe out, they come down. Wonderful, let's do that one more time. Breathe in, and breathe out. Great, now you can pick either side of your mat to start on. I'm gonna start back here. Choosing either leg, I'm going to start with my right. You're gonna place that right foot forward. The left foot in the back should turn perpendicular to the front foot. Your front foot should be facing exactly straight ahead of you. Now what I want you to do is bend this front knee so that it's even with your ankle. We don't want to go over. That can cause a lot of strain on our knees, so make sure it's nice and even. Then we're going to move our arms straight out to the side. We'll hold this for a few seconds before continuing on. When you're ready, I want you to take your arm that's around your bent knee, put it straight down, and your back arm will come straight up. This is a great stretch for right along in here, getting everything nice and loose after some hard work days. Wonderful, let's come back to your straight. Your arms can come down, your feet can come back together. You're gonna switch sides on your mat so that you can see the other option. And we're gonna do the same thing. This time my left leg is gonna come forward, and again, it will be pointing straight. Our right leg will turn out to be perpendicular. We have our front leg straight right now. We're gonna bend that knee, but not go past our ankle. Our arms will come up to the sides. We'll hold this for a moment. When you're ready, you'll put that first arm down. The second arm comes up to get that nice stretch going. Good job. All right, we're gonna come back to center, and we're gonna walk those feet back together, and we're gonna come back to the middle of our mat. This one has several different options. A lot of you have probably heard of this pose before. It is called tree pose. The best way to start, if you don't feel super balanced, is to have your arms out to the sides so that if you wobble around, you can catch yourself. You're gonna take your right foot, and we're just gonna place it on our calf. And we're gonna hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, you can put that foot back down. Let's circle our arms up, give ourselves a nice hug, and come back down. All right, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So those arms will go out, and your left leg will stand connected to your calf. And we'll hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we can bring those down. We're gonna do one last mindful breathing. We'll breathe in and lift our arms up, and breathe out and bring them down. So let us breathe in, and breathe out. And to finish our workout, let's breathe in. And with our hands held high, we'll clasp them in the middle and bring them down to heart center. Thank you very much for joining me today for our Vinyasa Yoga Flow. I'll see you next time.